Hello YouTubers, Knife Detector here again, bringing you another knife video, and I have yet another Victorinox knife for you that I'm going to review. Came across this knife. You know, when you collect knives, sometimes knives just fall in your lap, right? And I've had many situations like that when all of a sudden you have an opportunity or an opportunity presents itself, and then all of a sudden you come across a knife that you really, really like, right? And you snap it up because you know you may never see another one again. And this was one of those times. Had an opportunity to snatch this knife up. Somebody wanted to get rid of it. I'm not going to go into the circumstances as to why, but I went ahead and I accepted it, and it was a good thing for both of us, and I like the knife very much. And there are some things about Swiss Army knives that I like very much, and there are certain features that some of them have that I really enjoy and what I look for when it comes to knives. A lot of the videos that I make on Swiss Army knives are on Swiss Army knives that have the Phillips screwdriver. I love it when the knife has a Phillips screwdriver for some reason. Like the Tinker models, the Super Tinker. There are some other models out there that have the Phillips. Love that Phillips. Of course, aside from the Phillips, and I'm going to be closing these as I go over them, we also have this chisel, which has a pretty sharp edge on that chisel. It's very sturdy. And we have this, it's kind of like a small flathead also. And we have the awl as well. And we also have that hook that I closed by accident as well. So I'm going to show you that hook real quick there. Sorry about that, having a little bit of camera difficulty. My tripod is not cooperating with me at the moment. See if I can tighten that sucker up a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. Whoa, there it goes again. We may just have to go to a handheld for this particular video. But let me try and tighten it one more time. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You know how it is when you make videos, especially if you don't have all the equipment. But I have this tripod that I got at Goodwill years ago, and I think it's starting to fail me a little bit. So, to continue, of course you have the main blade. Love the main blade, very sharp. Sharpened it, it came right up to a really good edge again. You have again, another, you can use this as a flathead, very small flathead. And then you have the can opener right there. The scissors on the Victorinox knives are very, very useful. So this has the scissors on it, which is good because some models that have the Phillips don't have the scissors, and I like that as well. Then you have this file that is actually, it does work very well if you want to file down some thin metal or even cut some thin metal. Works very nicely. And then you have the saw, which has some very sharp teeth on it as well. And very good if you want to take this camping and cut some small branches. That saw works very, very well. And then you have the bottle cap, the flathead screwdriver here, and the bottle cap pull right there. And then you have the wire stripper right here. And then you have the small blade for smaller surgical jobs right here. You have that small scalpel looking blade, also in perfect condition. But I have to say, one of the main things that I like in my Swiss Army knives is the pliers. And I've said this before in another video, and I actually have heard it in another video that I saw recently as well, is that, you know, I don't have the occasion to use these as an actual set of pliers where I can tell you that I've used it on a car or anything like that, because honestly you can't really grip them very well. But this is the best pair of tweezers I have ever used in my entire life. And those of you guys know that that are up in there in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and according to the demographic on YouTube, most of you guys that watch me are in your 40s and 50s and 30s, and ladies too. And so you guys need to tweeze, and I need to tweeze, right? So this makes an excellent, probably the best pair of tweezers I've ever used. Much better than the little tweezers that come in your Swiss Army knife. I love that those set of pliers work great as tweezers, really well. But anyway, wanted to continue and share my love for the Swiss Army knife, and they are to be taken very seriously. Just like in that last video I made recently on the Arme Swiss, I ended up giving myself a little cut, and one of the gentlemen whose videos I watched, Dirt and Rust, he commented and he said, "I bet you did it while you were closing the knife," and he was absolutely right. That is exactly when I did it, when I was closing one of those blades, because those blades do have some serious snap on them. These things are very well made. So that's all I got for you today, guys. I wanted to share with you this other knife. This knife is called the Troubleshooter. I don't know if I mentioned the title of it in the beginning of the video or not. I may have gotten a little distracted with my tripod troubles. But this is called the Troubleshooter, and I think it's aptly named because it's got so many different tools in it. It's got the Phillips, it's got the flathead, it's got the pliers, it's got the scissors, it's got the small flathead. It's got so many things in it, but it also has the Phillips, which I like very much. It's not a champ, it doesn't have the magnifying glass. Pretty much has almost everything else, though. So this has been the Swiss Army Knife Troubleshooter. I think this knife is from around the 90s, but I have not seen another one that I've come across. So I'm happy to own it. And want to say God bless y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, stay sharp.